We've all been there, right? That heart-stopping moment you drop your phone and you watch in horror as a spider web of cracks just explodes across the screen. Or you find that first painful scratch on a brand new car. But what if that damage could just vanish? Today, we're diving into the incredible science of materials that can actually heal themselves.
No, really, just stop and think about that for a second. What if the stuff in our everyday lives, our gadgets, our cars, even the roads and buildings all around us, had the power to repair their own wear and tear, all on their own?
You're looking at a little fracture, a sign that something's broken. But instead of getting worse, you just watch as the gap slowly fills in. The edges knit themselves back together and the material becomes whole again. It's like the damage never even happened.
Now, this is about more than just convenience. We're talking about a fundamental shift in how we think about the life cycle of, well, everything. We could be looking at the beginning of the end for the whole idea of things being broken for good. And as magical as this all sounds, this is not science fiction. It's grounded in very real, cutting-edge science. The official name for it is autonomous material regeneration, and believe me, it's poised to change everything we think we know about making things last. So, how does a non-living thing, like a piece of plastic, pull off a trick that seems like it should belong to a living creature? Well, it's not magic. It's just some incredibly clever chemistry. Let's get into how it actually works. The key players here are what we call self-healing polymers. And the best way to think of them is like a synthetic version of our own skin. You know, when you get a cut, your body doesn't need instructions, it just knows what to do to close the wound. These smart materials are engineered with a very similar built-in response system. Okay, so here's the play-by-play. Inside the material, there are millions of microscopic capsules, almost like tiny, tiny water balloons, and they're filled with a liquid healing agent. As soon as a crack forms, it tears open these capsules. That liquid immediately floods into the gap. But here's the cool part. There's another ingredient, a catalyst, waiting in the material. When the liquid hits that catalyst, boom, a chemical reaction kicks off that causes the liquid to harden, forming new, strong bonds and basically gluing the crack shut from the inside out. This is my absolute favorite way to think about it. It's so brilliant because it's a direct copy of nature. The healing agent rushing to the crack, that's like bleeding. And the hardening process, that's the clot, forming a scab to seal the wound. It just perfectly illustrates how sophisticated this tech really is. Now, this isn't just some cool experiment stuck in a lab. We are right on the verge of a self-healing revolution that could touch nearly every part of our modern lives. So, what does that future actually look like? I mean, just imagine it. Phone screens that fix their own cracks after you drop them. Buildings and bridges made of concrete that can seal their own fractures, which would make them way safer and slash maintenance costs. Car paint that makes little scratches just disappear in the sunlight. This tech leads to a world that isn't just more convenient, it's a whole lot more sustainable. This chart really puts the whole paradigm shift into perspective. Right now, we live in a world of brittle and disposable things. Stuff breaks, we pay a lot to fix it, or we just throw it away. But this technology moves us toward a world of resilient and sustainable objects that fix themselves, extending their lives in ways we're just starting to wrap our heads around. And that's really the bottom line. That's why this matters so much. By making our products and our infrastructure last longer, we cut down on the need to constantly replace everything. That means less manufacturing, using fewer raw materials, and ultimately a huge reduction in waste. We're really talking about a smarter way to build our world. So, as we wrap up, I want to leave you with this question. From that frustrating, frayed charging cable you have to wiggle just right, to that pair of shoes you love that's perpetually scuffed, if you could give this superpower of regeneration to any one object in your life, what would it be? The possibilities are absolutely endless.